What is up, everybody? My name is JR, aka the Sinister Camaro, and welcome to another video. I've got a good one for you today. One of the things that you want to think about when you're doing car care maintenance, you might not even think about it too much until after the fact it's already destroyed, and that's your leather seats. Now, a lot of people really don't use leather seats. They use more of the cloth style, but today we're going to go over the leather seats, how to care and maintain for them so that you can keep it healthy, in shape, not dried out, and make sure that you have the maximum longevity on your seats that you possibly can. So let's hop into it. So before we get this video started, I just want to say first and foremost that the products I use, I'm not sponsored. I'm not trying to sell you on anything. I'm just telling you what I use to get what I need done. Now, I've heard of these guys from a couple different like high-end detailers, and they said it works really great. I've been using it ever since. I do it about like twice a year, if that. They recommend about 30 days to 90 days to do this application just to keep your leather new, from drying out, from cracking or anything like that. If you have a car that sits out in the sun a lot, I highly recommend you do this more often than anybody else. Just because sitting out in the sun is going to dry out because, I mean, it's leather. You do this process and you do it enough in the right amount of time and you do it correctly, you can extend the longevity of your seats that you have for the whole entire period that you own this. No matter if you're the guy who sells your car after 20,000 miles or you're the guy who sits there and runs it to 1,000,000. As long as you do this process, all your seats should be intact. Well, other than if you have kids or dogs and they scratch it up, which this won't help. But if you have natural causes like sunlight to deal with, this solution will help you. Before we get started, let's go ahead and look at the products. So number one, we've got Zaino. We've got the leather soft spray cleaner. So you'll use this for step one to basically get all the contaminants and everything off of the seat before we go ahead and polish and basically get it looking like new. So definitely you want to use your cleaner first, and it's very easy, very simple to do. Process number two, this is called leather in a bottle. This is going to be your treatment. So after you clean it off and everything, basically you're gonna take this and you're gonna very gently just rub it on in the leather. Just work it in there, work it into all the little seams. This is gonna basically keep it from cracking, keep it from having any issues, and it's a great thing to do. So make sure you do both these steps together. Now for what I'm doing, I got an applicator pad for our second step, and I've got a rag to wipe all the residue off. So let's get to it. Let's see what it's gonna look like. Now I'm gonna try to do this as weirdly as possible, so bear with me for a second. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with our spray cleaner, and we're basically gonna take one half of this where we're actually gonna do the process, the other half we're not, so you can see the results to see if it makes any kind of difference. Now you might not see anything on the camera as far as looking cleaner unless you have some really dirty seats. However, we will see on the rag a lot of contaminants come off this seat. So let's get started. Step one, shake it up as best you can. Make sure to get anything, all the cleaner and stuff, the gunk at the bottom that's been sitting for months, make sure to get it all mixed up in there. Then what we want to do is spray it on there. Take your rag, wipe it on. Make sure you get all the creases and crevices and just get as far down as you possibly can. This is what's gonna remove all the sweat and grime that you built up over the last year, a few months. And always use as much as you possibly can because you really want these to get clean so that the next part of this process will be 1,000,000 times easier. Alright, so now this side of the seat is fully cleaned off. I rubbed and scrubbed as hard as I could. Since this is a passenger seat, you won't see much gunk on it, but there is a little bit of a difference. I don't know if you can see in this light, but the little bit of square that I used is darker than the rest of it, so we definitely got something off of it for that little bitty spot. And of course, if you have heavily soiled areas, you definitely want to get another application in there. Do as many times as you possibly can just to get everything you can off of these seats, because more is better. Of course, with this kind of process, you want it to be as clean as possible so that the next step has an easier time penetrating the surface and actually getting in the holes, cracks, the seams, and all that stuff, and getting in there so it won't crack. All right, so step number 2, we've got our leather and the bottom treatment and conditioner. We've got an applicator. What you want to do is go ahead and get some of that on there, as you can see. Do a couple dabs on there just so you get it nice and even. You just want to work it in there. So like Mr. Miyagi, just do some circular motions. Get really down in there, because this is what protects your seats from the sun rays, from getting damaged, and making it look like new, smell like leather. Because we all love that new leather car smell. Now that we're done, see if you can see that. Got some dark smudges on there from the seat. All the leftover gunk has come off on here. And I can already tell you in person that, of course, the side that we cleaned and polished is looking a whole lot nicer, a whole lot neater. This is dull. It's needs to be worked on, but let's see some close-up of it and take this masking tape off. See exactly what good of a job that we did with just 2 steps that took literally like 5 minutes. All right, so I'm hoping this is gonna pick up on the camera, but let's just do a little slow-mo action right here. As you can see, the right side is the one that's not treated. The left side is treated. It's blacker, it's nice and shiny, compared to this side that's just dull gray. You can really see a difference here, how it looks. Look at that, guys. Alright guys, so now that you've seen the comparison side by side on the same seat, you can definitely tell that one side is definitely blacker. It's nicer looking than the dull gray one. So definitely do use this treatment as much as possible. But for now, let's repeat the steps again on the other side, and let's see if we can get the whole seat looking just as good as the other. This is after the cleaning on the right side. Alright guys, this is after we have cleaned and polished. Everything looks good. Now there's no more gray, just black, just like it's supposed to be. Look how good that looks. And it smells good too. So guys, just like I said, it's 2 steps, quick and easy. Anybody can do it, especially if I can do it, you guys can do it too. You don't have to use these products, but these are the products that I use on my show car. Great product. I've loved everything they do for my car and everything like that. You've seen the results. You know how easy it is. You can do it yourself. Just make sure to do this every 30 to 90 days. Or if you just want to look good going to car shows, do it every weekend if you want. Doesn't matter. As long as you take care of your car, it will take care of you. So, I hope this video has helped you guys at least a little bit. If it has, please thumbs up this video. It really does help us a lot. If you want any more tips and tricks like this for maintenance of your car, your truck, or anything like that, please subscribe to the channel. We'll have more coming up. If you have any recommendations, leave them in the comments below and we might just do one of those videos for you in another week. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for watching the videos, and I hope you have a great day. This is the Sinister Camaro signing off. Don't ever forget, always remember, stay sinister. See you later, guys.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.